how can you use content creation to grow your business? You already said visibility. Just throw more light in the area of business.
Content creation for business growth. Wow, business. I say I'm a human being.
Of course. Whether it's about building your personal brand or your business brand, one way or the other, you have to post content. You start by introducing yourself, who you are, what you do, so people would know. A lot of people might be seeing your face, but they don't really know what you do. Like, they'll be like, she's always talking.
I'll just say my name. Well, my name is Jumoke now. What other thing do I say? I'm a human being.
Of course. That's why I'm
a human being now. What other thing should I say? I'm a lot of things. I'm different things to different people. But in context of what we are talking today now, yes, I also create content. I'm also a YouTuber, so I vlog. So I think I'll reply you based on the topic of today. In content based on, I always talk about it, how, I'm not as busy as I used to be. So content creating was actually the best for me, being in a different environment, because where I am now, what do you want to do? Is it buying and selling? Which one do you want to do? Do you understand? So to me now, I just had to be visible online and getting engagement and getting paid for it. That's basically it. So I've been doing that for like a year plus now. Yeah. So.
Okay. So you're Juni Maduka and you're content.
Yes. On the context of what we are discussing today.
Introduce myself a little bit also. My name is Vetri Otu and I'm a baker. I also create content on YouTube. I'm a YouTube content creator, and then I help beginner bakers actually start up their baking business, and also food business owners, bakers, food business owners to start up and also scale up their business. And that's what I also share mostly in my YouTube channel. So the topic is basically on content creation and how you can use it to grow your business. So the first question I would want to ask you is, what is content creation? Like, so many, in fact, maybe like a million times I've heard people say content. Just educate us, let us know what content creation is basically.
Okay, yeah, actually content creating involves, how you bring your skills, your expertise, your knowledge, your talent, do you understand, to the media space, basically, because content creating more has a lot to do with what you bring on media space. Do you understand? So, for example, now you're a skit maker, or you have that talent of making people laugh. You have that talent of making people laugh. If you only take it to be, you can actually be an MC from it, you can be a comedian from it, and you can be a skit maker. That's content creating. Do you understand? But if you stop at just being an MC, you're just an MC, master of ceremony. If you stop at just being a comedian, they can invite you for shows. But bringing that your talent now, creating skits makes you a content creator. Do you understand? So, for example, now you're a hair vendor. Content creating for you could be, you see a lot of hair vendors now also teaching, though they sell hairs, but they also teach how to maybe wash, how to style, how to, do a lot of things. Though they are hair vendors, but they can put you through, okay, these are the products you can use, this is that. They are also teaching you how, they are going beyond just a vendor to now creating content around hairs. Do you understand? Maybe like a hairstylist now. You can just do a 2 minutes video now, quickly showing somebody how to quickly, like this hair I'm wearing now, how do I maintain a piano pixie like this? You do a content around it and you put it on social media, you get engagement from that. For example, you're a food vendor now. This video of what you can make in the morning, do you understand? A quick, like, okay, this is how you can store your food in your fridge. This is how you can quickly make so. This is how you preserve. When you come back from the market, you can quickly do 1, 2, 3, 4, store your food so that when you wake up in the morning, you want to make something for your family. In less than 15 minutes, you're done in the kitchen. That way now you're creating content around food. Do you understand? So content creating has a lot to do with, yes, your ideas basically. This thing comes like your own idea, like your own personal idea. That's why YouTube is big on that. It has to be your own idea. That's what makes it content creating. So content creating you bring on media space, whether Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If I want to take maybe my content creating, something like this, and I can tell you how to maintain it. I can tell you now, okay, 2 minutes video of how I take care of my kids. That's content creation. So content creating involves a whole lot. It could be from parenting, relationship, business, hair vendor, you know, all these things. Lawyers, I see a lot of lawyers now who come online and give you content around things you could have paid a lawyer to do. There are a lot of TikTokers now who are lawyers, professional lawyers, and they just do 2 minutes video educating you on a whole lot of things. See Abroko Doctor now. I saw a video of him talking about today, this morning, he posted that video today about if a child is choking, this is what you need to do. Are you seeing it? It's creating content now, medical content. Do you see? There's another doctor too, Tolu. I don't know if you know Tolu. He's based in the UK. I watch his videos too. Are you seeing it now? So there are a lot of things you learn from these people without necessarily going into the 4 walls of maybe the hospital. So the video I was showing today was, if your child is choking, this is what you need to do. Save this video, you might need it tomorrow. Share it and all that. That's content creating. But before now, you would have to, your child is choking, you start running to the hospital, right? Somebody has given you what you need to know if you find yourself in that kind of situation. That's content creating. I say it. So in my own case now, sometimes I create content around, now when I started this content creating thing, especially on my YouTube, I wanted to do lifestyle, not like I'm not doing lifestyle and sometimes relationship. So now I wasn't getting the kind of views I wanted. So I had to now niche down, like I had to do something around my environment. When I started creating content around talking about, because I'm a foreigner here, right? Because I'm a foreigner here, the people want to know your idea or how you think about them. So because of that, now when I do videos around there, I get more views. I get a lot of views. There was a video I posted January. I got 20-something thousand views on that video. And I was so shocked, like, see these people, oh. And when I post video talking about maybe lifestyle, other things now, 100 and something views, 200 views, and all that. Are you seeing it? So now that made me to understand that this is my niche. Like for now, this is just what I have to niche on. So I was like, so these people want me to be traveling. These people want me to be traveling every time. When I don't have all that time to be traveling, because it's just me and my family here now. So there are certain sacrifices I might not be able to make totally now. It has to come once in a while. But I know what my niche is. Do you understand? So content creating is actually what I feel a lot of people now, this is actually what you need. Bring your professional knowledge on media space, because there are a lot of people who need this thing. There are channels you can go to on YouTube. Now you can practically learn how to become a mechanic on YouTube. You can practically learn how to, you know, there's so many things you can learn today. I know what to do now. If, okay, as a tenant, there's a lawyer I follow on Instagram, so who practically teaches you everything you need to know as a tenant, as a landlord. Do you understand? They are giving you this content free of charge. This is something I would have paid a lawyer, maybe, I don't know how much they charge for this thing, but you get it on TikTok, you get it on Instagram today, because they are creating content, creating awareness, and these things bring them engagement and they get paid for it. So
wow, so in a nutshell, basically creating content has to do with the information you put out there, and most times you have to make it authentic, original. It has to come from
original.
There might be a lot of competition, but people want to hear your own side.
There's always competition in everything, actually. Yes. It just has to do with how unique you are. For example, I follow a lot of all these. I follow a lot of. I prefer to listen to Abroko Doctor more because of how he brings spice into what he does.
Yes.
With spice. Nkechi, come forward. Are you saying it? It brings it down. It makes it a comic thing. I'm relating medical terms, or I'm relating medical information, but I made it very, very interesting. Then he adds all these memes. You know, he adds all these memes to his. I follow him. I follow a lot of them, but the uniqueness and how he goes about, you know, the delivery is very, very different. So that's another thing. So in as much as there's competition, but your uniqueness actually makes you stand out.
Also your personality, like you said, Abroko Doctor, he brings in this, you know, he's fun. You know, there's a way he just brings. Yes. Cruise. You just keep laughing, but he's driving his points home. I watch him also. Exactly. I follow him also. So basically, in content creation, just bring in your original self. Like, don't go copying people. Okay, it's okay to draw inspiration from people, but make sure it's coming from your own perspective, your own personality. Don't try to be someone else, basically.
try to be someone else. Just think out in content creating. Yes, you can actually bring out your own perspective in some light, but it has more to do with just like saying what is just legal terms. Legal terms mean the same everywhere, right? It's your delivery and how you explain it to me that will make me understand better. You have to, for example, now, do you see a broker doctor now? The way he explains his thing now, a layman can understand what he's saying. I don't need to go to school to understand what he's saying. Same thing with a lot of all these kit makers, right? So that's the point. So if you're too high up there, you might not be able to pass that message across to the people who need to get there. So in as much as you're being unique, you're still making sure that every of your audience is carried along.
Yes.
And I took a bold step and started my YouTube channel. When I started YouTube, I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to do a lot of things. I just went ahead. Okay, let me give it a try. So I started my very first introduction video. That video, I think I've deleted the video. I can't remember. But I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4 views. I was like, now. Is this how this thing works? Before I knew it, I started building topics I wanted to talk on. If you watch my old videos, I actually started talking about maybe relationship, trying to bring out my own perspective of a lot of things I've heard before now, and how I've walked through this thing. I've come to realize that almost these things are not totally the way it's always been said. Do you understand? Like, I was just trying to put a lot of things in my own perspective, and I was also getting views from them, until I now did my very first video talking about, okay, when I came here, people were always asking me questions about the environment and all that. So I was like, okay, since YouTube is all about answering questions or solving a problem, let me start talking around it. Before I knew it, I started building a lot of I started getting views from that side. I was like, oh, okay. And on YouTube, you're doing anything, whatever gives you more views means that this is where people actually want you to talk about the most. So that's why I started doing more and more video around that area. So once in a while, I just chip in other things, but for now, I still talk more around that.
You started when you traveled to Ghana.
Yes.
You now had more time.
Months after. It's not like I started immediately. Yeah, it started 10 months or going to 11 months after. So I didn't start it immediately.
Okay, so in what ways has YouTube been on YouTube? Because YouTube, we're talking about content creation. So in what ways has it improved, business, your life, what you do currently? In what ways has YouTube influenced?
Well, one thing with YouTube is YouTube gives you visibility. Yes, in fact, social media generally gives you visibility. What you would have, for example, now I'm not into goods. What I'm doing right now is service. I render service. Do you understand? And my service is online, because service is it's not tangible, right? The ones that do goods is you're selling hair, you're selling clothes, those are tangible goods. So mine is I'm providing a service. I'm using my mind to provide a service. Are you seeing it? And so though sometimes I try to add lifestyle and other things. And when I'm adding lifestyle, I still try to teach in that lifestyle. So one thing with YouTube is YouTube gives you visibility, because I won't say YouTube has not improved me, because somehow it still makes me to go back and learn certain things. Not just learn. YouTube made me now to be very, very vocal in terms of, yes, I was already into talking. I talk to audience. At least I know I've addressed 1,000+ people before. So that what's it called, shyness and all those things was no longer there for me. But it's actually still different on camera, because when you're talking on camera, you're not looking at the camera, you're not talking to anybody. You're not talking to anybody, but there's an invisible audience YouTube is still going to give you later. So there's a kind of courage you also need to do that. Do you understand? So YouTube gives you boldness, gives you visibility, because most of my audience are not even Nigerians. 99% of my, let me not say 99%, because when I check my analytics, I'm always shocked that Nigeria is always the least. So see the kind of people I've been able to reach. Yes, I know I've not done enough yet. I will say that I've not done enough yet, but at least in a year 5 months, it's still fair, but that visibility thing, because imagine 6 kit makers today, see how big a lot of these guys were getting. If they were to get normal 9 to 5 white collar job now, to grow, to grow to the level they are now, they have to work maybe almost 20 years. Some of them might even get to retirement. They might not even be able to do some of the things they were able to achieve in 3-4 years in a white collar job. So are you also seeing that visibility thing now? You're solving a problem. Social media gives you that platform, and they also pay you after giving you a platform. I seen it. I see it. So it's not the same as you're working 9 to 5. You have to grow like that. You need to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that will now know somebody that will know somebody that will now then somebody, the one that will now finally help you to get to the top, say will not still allow you to be more than him. If he's here, you can only be here. Do you know that? But social media is not like that. You come on social media, you put in a lot of work, the algorithm will pick you by itself and push you to the right audience. That's the difference. So that's why a lot of time last year I was always telling people, oh, do social media, do content creating on social media, because you want to do 9 to 5. Now, okay, there's a lot going on in Nigeria now. I don't think there are people increasing salaries like that. But this kind of thing, social media is such that the more, if you put in your work, the work you put in, it will show. I think it will definitely show, and it will pay off, So that's it.
How can you use content creation to grow your business? You already said visibility. Just throw more light in the area of business. Go away with this. This is what you should be doing. How you can use content creation on social media to grow your business.
So, okay, how you should use it to grow your business? Well, like I said, I only render service. I don't handle goods. So maybe for those who are into goods,
one of them, visibility is one of them.
Visibility is one of them. Yes, I think you still just go continue to like engage them. It doesn't happen immediately. It doesn't happen immediately. It's a process. So I think it has more to do with consistency. Then when they keep seeing you, then after a while they can trust you
to buy from,
because that's why you can see that. Yeah, that's why you can see that celebrities now who are brand influencers, people tend to buy their products more than you that they don't know. Why? Because they've seen them.
It's called the know, like, and trust factor, KLT. People have to know you, like you, and trust you before they can buy from you. So you're
buy from you, exactly. Yeah. So then when it now comes to you now, that's why you have to be on their faces every time. The more you be on someone's face, I keep seeing this person. It's easier for a celebrity because they've seen them in Nollywood, they've seen them in movies. So maybe they see their product that they will okay, oh, she's using it, let me go and try it. But in our own case now, for example, now that's why sometimes you see me and I post a lot on my page. Because when I check my analytics, and of course, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, they send you analytics. YouTube sends you every month. Facebook sends you every week, if I'm not mistaken. Do you understand? So when I check my analytics, I'm like, they now tell me I've reached so 1,000 number of people. I'm like, are you for real? For these little things I am posting. So just imagine if after a while now, posting, then all of a sudden, I now start selling a product. I saying it now, it's going to be very, very easy for me now to sell because I'm always on their faces. They see me a lot. They see my post a lot. They comment. Engagement, I get comments. I get likes. I get all these things. So right now, if I want to tell somebody now that I'm launching so very, very soon, it's going to be very, very, very easy for me to get through with them. Unlike somebody that has never... You're just there, you don't do anything, you don't post, you don't do anything. All of a sudden, you now bring products to people's faces. They first look at you like, oh, okay, now I see it's not the same. So I feel how to help your business through social media is don't wait until you actually start that business. Start getting engaged every time. Post, do a lot of things. I do a lot of cruise now. Like I post some kind of videos that don't even relate to me. I see them on social media, but I try to like drop comments on them, like my opinion, or when I see even these trends now of election is coming now. That's another thing I want to talk about. Social media, you need to niche on trends too. So sometimes you just see a lot of posts when I see one funny something and I see that this thing is gaining engagement somewhere, I bring it to my page and drop comments on it. Like I just write on it, dropping my own opinion. Yeah, you see. So tomorrow now, if I want to sell something and then I say, yeah, my people, oh yeah, I need so number of persons to buy this thing or do something for me. It will be difficult for them to do that because they've seen me, they've liked me, they built trust to an extent in this person. Are you seeing it? So that's it for me. So if you're into business, I don't think you should just, just be there, you don't post, you don't do anything, then you now want to bring business to people's faces and expect them to buy. Just like somebody you don't greet, you don't talk to them, you don't greet them normally, you don't talk to them, then you now bring business to their faces. They'll be like,
So
no.
basically, people have to know you, like you, and trust you to do business with you.
Yeah,
Okay, so
they
from
have to
what
know
you're
you. And
saying,
knowing you, for example, now you might not know me to on your social media page, just keep posting. Don't just say, oh, I'm not doing anything here. Facebook is just for pictures. No, Facebook has grown beyond that right now. And that's why, what's it called? Mark Zuckerberg wanted to change it to Meta. Of course, he has changed it to Meta. You
Meta.
see the logo Facebook. That's because Facebook has evolved. Facebook pays people. Yes, in Nigeria, a lot of people are still having that issues. I'm one of them because I've met all their requirements, but I've not been able to go through that. This thing is still something I'm trying to crack. I just engage. I mean, how I engage is I just post videos. When I see random videos on social media, I also post, make comments about it. People come to me, like it, and I say, "Ma, you're funny. You see all those things now. You're creating a community for yourself. I see it. You're creating an online community that might help you tomorrow."
Yes,
That's
and
it.
that's actually what content helps you to do. Creating content helps you to attract your audience, your own audience.
Exactly.
Either if you're creating the content based on your business, for instance, you post a picture of a cake job you've done, or maybe anything relating to the process, how you baked the cake, you're sending the information to people that this is what I do. So naturally, people that want to buy cakes will come to you. And secondly, people that also bake cakes, because people are colleagues kind of, will also come to you. And also those that would want you to mentor them, will also come to you. Posting, you're able to create this audience that just naturally they come to you. And when you're ready to sell, like you said, when you're ready to sell, it will be so easy because these people already know you. Because from your content, yes, from your content, you have been able to establish that you're an authority in this field. Okay. Exactly. And then they come to you before you know it, when you're ready to sell, even if it's a digital product or a physical product, they will buy. Some will even buy because they feel they owe you. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you've created so much content. You've created so much content that they're like, why is this person giving out all this information for free? So she's selling something, let me just buy. Like it's like they just buy your product basically. Yes. So in a nutshell, we've been talking about content creation and how to grow your business with content creation. And we've talked a whole lot content creation. Content is king. Quality content is king. So if you want to operate in, whether it's about building your personal brand or your business brand, one way or the other, you have to post content. If not, people will not know you. They don't even know what you're doing. Like, they will just see you and pass. But when you keep posting content, it helps to establish you as an authority in that field. Whether it's your personal brand, as you keep posting your perspective, your personality, things about what you think about this topic, it just positions you and brings the right audience basically to you.
Maybe add, like, you are out there. I know I said this a lot of times last year. And for example, you're into real estate, create content around real estate. Make people understand why they should maybe own the land, do a couple of things. Are you seeing it? If you're into maybe skincare, explain things, you understand what it, just engage people in these things continuously. Are you seeing it? Keep engaging them. Almost all the vendors on Instagram are also content creators. I don't know if you understand. Most of them are also, because they will put you through so many things. This is what you need to do when you're ahead. This is the kind of so and so. They're all creating content because they're getting a lot of engagement from those things they are doing. Almost all of them. So I think that's basically it. I don't think anybody should be there. You're a professional in something. Just create content in it. Learn out your voice. Give out information to people out there. Like I said, I wanted to do, I told you what I wanted to do from the beginning. But right now, this is what suits my environment. Probably if I was in Nigeria doing it, it would have been different. But because I'm in a foreign land, people want to hear your opinion about their place. Are you seeing it? Because they want to hear my opinion, I get to now talk so much around that side. On tweets that are so funny, I post them and drop my opinion on them. I seen it that way, people read it and also learn. For example, there was something I posted maybe 2 or 3 days ago too about a man, like a doctor, who posted it on Twitter to that a woman just had what's it called, cancer surgery, and the husband is already, then they I can't remember the exact word, but it's on my page. Then the husband is already talking about, oh, that the woman has to be back on. Okay, the husband was now asking the doctor that how long is her recovery going to be. So she was like, she can't really tell, depends on the body. And the man is like, okay. The doctor was not like, why are you asking? He said, because I can't take cereal for too long. And that was so awkward for
Doesn't
me.
make
Like, your wife just had
sense.
a cancer surgery. Eh?
It doesn't make sense though.
So
Like,
it was awkward. I was like, okay, your wife just had cancer surgery. You say because she cannot take cereal for too long. What happens to bringing her siblings to the house to help you cook, or getting a caterer that could just cook, store in the house for you and you can be helping? Then at the end of the day, I say, in everything you do, marry a kind person. Do you understand? And I saw a comment, somebody say, oh, wow, I just learned something today. Marry a kind person. I ain't saying it. So this is why I just drop opinions and try to, say certain things on some things that I see on media space. That's a form of content creating too. Like, you just bring a different perspective to something and summarize it. So
thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll still be coming live again, but if you're watching this on the replay, please drop a kind comment.
it's true.
And let
Nobody
us know
even drop comments here.
if you enjoyed the video.
Nobody.
Okay, and if you would want us to come live, if there are topics you want us to talk about, also let us know in the comment section. Thank you for
That's
joining
true.
me.